I've been thinking about doing SCPs for a while now. My goal, as the channel name suggests, is to voice stories without proper readings. I wasn't sure how I was going to go about that with SCPs though, as there are many different and unique ones to comb through. Suddenly, it hit me. Hey, why don't you do the international SCPs? There are little to no readings of them, and seeing some of the ones that were shown in the SCP Simplified comics, I know there are some good ones. And so, here I am. Starting in the Japanese branch, as with my other content, this is SCP International. Item number: SCP-040-JP. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-040-JP is contained within a structure constructed to cover the area of the anomaly. The containment wing is under the jurisdiction of Site-8120. When inside the containment wing, personnel are advised to never look inside SCP-040-JP. If it is needed to look inside SCP-040-JP, it should be done through the camera and not directly with the naked eye. It is necessary to have a direct view, and it is advised to use D-Class personnel. Communication with personnel who have been exposed to SCP-040-JP is forbidden. Description: SCP-040-JP is a well located in the village of in the prefecture. It is surrounded by a wooden hut, measuring approximately 5 meters wide and 4 meters long. The center of the hut houses a stone well presumed to have been built in ancient times, which descends directly underground. The well is anomalously deep, and multiple probes have failed to determine its depth. Although the hut was originally locked tightly with iron chains and multiple padlocks, they have since broken due to deterioration. SCP-040-JP was placed into containment after incident redacted in 1967. Warning: after incident 040-JP-001 in the following contents are prohibited for viewing without memetic countermeasures. Personnel assigned to this project must be treated with Procedure 253, Willow Ashes, at Sector 8120. When a subject looks into the cabin, they begin shaking, reporting that there was a cat. Furthermore, the person will become obsessed with the idea that the cat is here. This effect is not apparent in drawings or images. It only occurs when a person views the inside of the cabin with the naked eye. A camera image only displays the inside of the hut with no sign of the reported cats. Exposure to the object would distort the subject's perception of all domestic cats, scientific name Felis sylvestris catus. During interviews with exposed subjects, they reported that any domestic cat seemed to look like an animal with 2 human eyes on its face, without hair or other features, staring at them directly when viewed from any direction. Furthermore, the exposed subjects will begin to report that the cat is constantly appearing in the darkness to observe them. There seems to be no consistency in the level of darkness required for the cat to manifest in. It is unknown why the cat observes subjects. According to a survey conducted by Foundation researchers, it was determined that the location where the cat appears is influenced by the position of the subject's ocular lens or the cornea. In other words, the sightings occur statistically significantly higher in the subject's peripheral vision. The property was demonstrated during experimentation with D-Class in 19... According to the hypothesis proposed by Redacted, it is speculated that the dark places in the large depths of the underground structure inside SCP-040-JP have a clear influence on this. Data expunged. Scientists exposed to SCP-040-JP will actively tell others about the idea that there is a cat. Those who have understood this idea to some extent suffer the same cognitive anomaly as the subjects who were initially exposed. It is not known whether the effect is transmitted through a general description or whether a specific trigger word exists, but it is a cat. There is a cat. There are no particular restrictions on the medium necessary to convey that idea, and it is effective even in all media such as speech, writing, images, and paintings. Therefore, it is speculated that the subjects themselves are not directly affected, but carry a mimetic anomaly. Refer to document redacted. It was there. Affected subjects do not act in a suspicious manner, making it difficult to judge whether or not the subject is under the influence of the anomaly after passing through the first stage of exposure. It was a cat. Thank you. End of mimetic hazard. Incident Report 040-JP-001. On 19, a large-scale mimetic disaster occurred in Site 8120 as a result of this report. It is believed that the assigned staff and the upper staff were exposed to the mimetic effects of SCP-040-JP at the time of the submission of the report. Exposed personnel were subjected to amnestic treatment or termination. From this point onwards, mimetic countermeasures are to be applied to all subsequent reports. Footnotes. 1. Mimetic countermeasures are used so that we never repeat this blunder. Please be sure to perform these procedures before submitting future reports. Thank you in advance. IT Administrator. End of log. Thank you guys for listening to my little project in this endeavor. I'll be posting this probably every other Saturday, and I'll make this a series for SCP Saturday. The reason why I consider this a break is because I'll be doing this instead of the second video of No Game No Life, as those seem to not have much traction. In the future that might change, and I might end up doing both or neither, depending on how all this goes. I just wanted to kind of get this out there and use this as sort of a buffer break, because No Game No Life takes a lot longer than this series does. All of that out of the way, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Please comment anything if the tones were a bit too loud. I tried to balance them well, but it's a bit hard to do as I'm biased onto my own recordings. Please, I encourage you to check out some of my other playlists if this is what you're here for. You will not be disappointed. And thank you guys for listening, and I suppose I'll see you guys next time. Bye.